Y'all refuse to get serious about Brad Holmes, but Neil, you got the right one today. Now I want to say Woodward Sports, bro. That show's trash, bro. I like. Is that D-Mac, the guy that's always kicking ass on the hockey rink? I like him. I like Braylon Edwards. I thought Adam was going to be the worst thing about this, but then this came up. Let's get into it. I'm gonna try to keep it short though, and I'm trying to keep it as least toxic as I can. But I got to do some teaching here, so.
Oh, here we go.
All right.
Lobby's all 32. Brad Holmes picks suck. His free agent signings suck. Stop with the excuses.
All right. What I said was a fact. I mean, we're not going to do that. So this is what he tries to do. This is how this whole conversation starts. It's just simple. It should be really simple. It's gonna be a quick video. So I do think his they suck. All right. So he calls me out, but this is his response to that.
Guys, I don't know. Apparently we gotta keep going through this.
Yes, we do, because I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
Every single time.
Go ahead. Elaborate.
The free agency thing. DJ Chark.
Yes, DJ Chark.
Chark's done being a lion.
So that's a good thing. It is week 6 or 7. What is it? Week 7. We are 1-5. It's week 7. And he's telling me our prize free agent possession is done being a lion 2 months into the season. Matter of fact, it's not even November yet. He's already on injured reserve, and you're telling me less than 2 months into the season, he's done being a lion, and that's a good thing. This is his defense of Brad Holmes. Sorry for yelling.
In 2.5 months. He's done. It's over.
Wow. Are you defending him or are you agreeing with me? Is it Neil? What is wrong with you?
Like, that's it. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. And again, guys, go back to this. You know what his biggest free agent signing is?
So let me elaborate. So I think what he's trying to say, a very terrible point, but he's saying his draft picks are not trash and his free agents are not trash because he only signs them to 1-year deals. Nobody. He's signing trash. I don't care if you sign the trash for 10 years or you sign the trash for 1 year. My statement was he signed trash players and drafted trash players. What are we debating right now? Neil? What?
Trey Flowers and Jamie Collins.
A cop-out. Lions had $30 million in cap space. That $18 million, that 10% of the cap he's talking about is first of all, is less than what he gave Goff. Goff is taking up a bigger chunk of the cap space, and he's the one to restructure Goff. But let's leave that out. And then he had $30 million in cap space, bro. We wasn't broke. We were like top 10 in cap space. Or if we wasn't top 10, we was like number 11. I believe number 11 was. But then we restructured some people, so we ended up having like $35 million in cap. What are y'all talking about?
That's not an excuse. That's math. That's fact. Go look at it. 10% of the cap spent on those guys.
Who cares about 10% of the cap, and how the fuck does that mean his free agents don't suck?
So you stop with it.
Stop with what?
I'm telling you what is. You're telling me what you think.
And I ain't gonna lie, that's when he had me fucked up. I'm telling you what is, you telling me what you think. That's nigga, who you, first of all, you better do some research. Who you talking to? I never engage in any type of debate that I can't win. What are you talking about? But let's go. He's just gonna dig this hole deeper for himself. And I ain't gonna lie, when he said that, that's when he had Moppy fucked up.
It's on paper. You can go look at it. $18.5 million to those two guys.
So what?
So stop, man.
What is that? How does $18.5 million that has nothing to do with him mean his draft picks and his free agent signings don't suck? You didn't prove anything. You made another excuse. My exact phrase was his draft picks and free agents suck. Stop with the excuses. That's all I said. And here you go. Excuse.
2 10-year players. Stop with that. Now the Dan Campbell discussion says potential show topic. Brad Holmes. Instead of defending him.
All right, here we go.
Will criticize.
Yep, watch this. Watch how he digs this hole deeper for himself and makes himself like a moron.
Like some of you have
This is the guy that predicted us to win 10 games this year.
in the Woodwardsports.com chat thread. Instead of defending him, because people criticize.
He said we win 10 games this year.
Ask the people this question.
Listen to the question.
GM in Lions history has drafted better in their first 2 drafts. Make the people answer the question.
Did you hear the question? You heard the specific question. In their first 2 years, name a GM that had a better draft. Watch how he moves the goalpost when you prove him wrong.
So I pose that to you, Roto Kyle, or Woodwardsports.com chat thread. Who's ever been better in their first 2 drafts?
Who's ever been better? Look at him. Look how cocky and wrong. There goes it's Mobby.
Martin Mayhew was way better.
Thank you. Watch how he moves the goalpost.
Okay.
Now his question was first 2 drafts. Look what year he goes to.
Which Mayhew draft did you like better? The one in 2014?
Why is he going to 2014 when he asked me to tell you who had the better first 2 drafts? Everybody, was Martin Mayhew was his first year 2014? The answer is no. Here we go.
Got Eric Ebron, Kyle Van Noy, Travis Swanson, Nevin Lawson, Larry Webster, Karan.
Wasn't his first year.
Nate Freese.
Wasn't his first year.
Right after that, 2015.
Why are you going 2014 and 2015 when the question was name a GM who's drafted better their first 2 years? Why are you moving the goalposts live on air? Woodward Sports is terrible, bro.
Tomlinson, Amir Abdullah, Alex Carter, Gabe Wright, Michael Burton, Quandre Diggs, and Corey Robinson. Thomas is still playing.
Neither one of those were his first 2 drafts. That's 2014 and 2015.
Yeah, way better.
Look at him.
Way better than 2 10-year starters.
Look at him. Look at him.
Come on, guys. Keep them coming, though, man. Makes me sound smart.
No, it makes you sound like an idiot. You just moved the goalpost. But don't worry about it. We're gonna make this quick. Neil, you're a moron.
The question was first 2 drafts, bro.
I thought the question was first 2 drafts, Neil. Now, this is when I knew I'm never listening to Neil again, bro. I thought Adam was the biggest idiot. Neil's the biggest idiot. Adam's just mad and says the same thing over and over again. Neil's the biggest idiot, and I'm sorry, but here we go.
All right, Mayhew came on in what, 08?
Mayhew came on December of 2008. Matt Millen was fired in September of 2008. I am a Detroit Lions historian. Stop playing with me.
I think it was 08 that he came on.
Watch what he does to dig his hole deeper.
Legoster, Chairless, Jordan is on Kevin Smith, Andre Llewellyn, Cliff Averill, Kenny Moore, Jerome Felton, Landon Cohen, Caleb Campbell draft. That was
All of those players were drafted by Matt Millen, you complete and utter idiot. Now let me educate you, Neil, because I was cool until you said what you said. But let's Mayhew's first 2 drafts, first ever pick was a Hall of Famer. First ever pick was a Hall of Famer. We could probably say the same about Brad Holmes with Penei Sewell, but Stafford was his first pick. You talk about 2 10-year starters. Listen, I dare somebody to say Matthew Stafford and Ndamukong Suh are not better than Penei Sewell and Nathan Hutchinson. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. It's moronic. It's moronic. Pettigrew. Best tight end of this generation. In his first 2 years, he had 27 starts. In his first 2 years, he had 101 catches. 101 catches. And in his 3rd year, he came back and gave you another 70 receptions. 101 catches, 6 touchdowns. That's drafted on the field playing, all right? Louis Delmas, first 2 years, 30 starts, 2 interceptions, a touchdown, 2 forced fumbles, 3 fumble recoveries, 178 tackles. Balling his first 2 years. DeAndre Levy, best linebacker of my generation, first 2 years. 21 starts, 3 interceptions, 1 touchdown, 1 forced fumble, 4 fumble recoveries, 157 tackles. Javid Best, explosive. Willie Young, 7th round pick, 32 sacks in 8 years. No, you moron. It's not even close who had the best draft their first 2 seasons. It was a stupid question to ask in the first place because it don't mean nothing. As you can see with Martin Mayhew, you can absolutely nail your first 2 drafts, and by 2013, you're an idiot. That's why I'm saying stop making excuses for Brad Holmes. Just stop. And then making yourself like an idiot try to defend him. I can't even trust you to give me not. In fact, let me stop because I get stuff wrong too. But the fact that he names all Matt Millen's picks. I told him he named all Matt Millen's picks and he never brought me up again. So you just said something. I know you see me. You keep bringing me up. But when I tell you that you're wrong, oh no, let's not talk about it no more. That's all I had to say today. Stop making all these excuses for Brad Holmes, man. His draft picks suck. Matter of fact, they don't suck. All right, cool. Let's go. Levi Onwuzurike is trash. Eileen McNeil is trash. Ife Melifonwu is trash. Derek Barnes is trash. Jamar Jefferson is trash. James Houston is trash. Chase Lucas, trash. James Mitchell, trash. He's drafted 4 playmakers and 8 heaping, flaming piles of garbage. And the jury is still out on Kirby Joseph, Paschal, and J-Mo. Why? Because they have a combined 4 total games played between the 3 of them in his week 7. 7 weeks into the season, those 3 players have a combined 4 games played, and Kirby Joseph has 3 of them. Neil, shut up forever. Shut up. His draft picks suck, and his free agency sucks.